2, 1.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Peterson.
And I'm Ben Castle, and this is the Shikellimy News Report.
Tonight's story covers the skaters here at camp.
We will now go to Gillian Bauer, who is at the skateboard ramps.
Gillian?
Skateboard ramp. These skaters skate for about 3 hours, and it's pretty exciting. Let's watch some of it. Running this camp, like, who are the major counselors that are doing this?
Chad Conley, myself, and Carlos there on the ramp.
Chad, overall, who's the best skater of the kids, and who's progressed the most?
Well, I really don't like to judge people for how they skate, but Brian here is doing really well. All the kids excelled exceptionally. It's really interesting with the younger kids, they don't know how to skate much more, so like compared to an older kid that knows more tricks, the younger kids will excel like 300% as to an older kid will just increase like 50%.
How many different ways can you skate? I mean, like jumps and stuff you can do off a ramp.
That's the thing about skateboarding. It's a group sport, but it has so much individuality, and the tricks are unlimited. Anything you can come up with, you could actually.
Right. What's the best surface to skate on?
I'd say sheet metal, which is we're hopefully going to try and get that for next year when we get some money, if we can get enrollment up.
How good is this ramp, and like, what's the best ramp so far?
I'd say this is probably the best ramp I've ever ridden, truthfully.
Is it really hard to make a ramp?
No,
it's not that hard at all.
It's just as hard as you make it. You can make it hard on yourself, or you can make it easy.
Do both of you like to skate a lot?
Yes.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating for about 5 years.
How long have you been skating?
I've been skating. I got my first skateboard for my 10th birthday, and I'll be 21. So 11 years, but I've been riding ramps for about 7.
What's the best skate you can buy today?
Oh, it just depends on the person. You know, there's quite a few, I would say.
Is there any particular way you have to skate to?
I don't know. There's certain ways to your body to keep from falling off the board. How to skate. Maybe Ray can explain a little better.
I'd say just practice. So it's just a matter of getting your whole body to work as one unit. You know, getting your shoulders to work with your waist and your knees, and using your arms for balance. It's just a matter of practice, that's all. And seeing what works best for you,
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Chad. And
Sure.
Let's watch some more. Watching Carlos Baiza skateboarding. Skateboarding is obviously a tough but fun sport. This is Gillian Bauer for Camp Shikellimy TV News.
Thank you, Gillian.
Now we will see what goes on behind the scenes in the kitchen. Prepare yourself.
Now here's Nathan with the behind-the-scenes look.
What are you doing?
I'm arranging fruit.
We are here in the kitchen of Camp Shikellimy. Here I have with me is Abby Thomas. Abby, can you tell us who else works here?
Well, in the kitchen we have the cook Derek, his wife Lisa, and her friend Lori, and then the kitchen aides Terrence, Melanie, and Dean.
Can you also tell us when you start working? Like, do you work when you first get up, or you come here?
Well, you get up around 6:30, and you have to be in the kitchen by 7:15. You work until about 10 o'clock. Then you come back around 11:30 for lunch, and until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you come back around 5:30 for dinner until about 8 at night.
Just how long does it take to prepare a meal?
Well, we usually prepare our meals before our main dinner or lunch or breakfast, and so it takes about a half hour to prepare.
Can you show us like what you use to prepare the meals?
Well, like what?
Like what you use?
Well, knives and pots. And we have spatulas and scoops and things like that.
What is the best meal you've ever prepared?
I'm not sure. We have good meals sometimes, but we also have some bad meals.
Do you get any complaints on your food?
Yes, a lot. Kids often come up to me and the rest of the kitchen aides and say, when are you really going to make some good food? And, you know, and it's not our fault, you know. And we have some people that say how good we're doing, but there are also some really mean complaints.
Can you tell us any of those complaints?
Oh, basically, it's just that they don't like the food and they wish they had something more.
Thank you. We really enjoy your food.
Thank you.
Now, as we wrap up this newscast, we are happy to announce that we have Channel 27's newscaster, Gregg Mace, as our contact for today's production.
We will now take you to Charles' Platt as we find out what his day is like as a newsman.
Thank you, Jenny and Ben. Now, Greg, as we slave over here doing our news, what's your day like?
Well, it's hectic. We start out later than you guys. You guys have started out about 9 in the morning. We start out at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, our reporters come in during the day and they're compiling the stories throughout the day. Then the anchor people, myself and Rick Wagner and Lisa Hall and Chuck Rhodes, we come in at about 4 o'clock and we prepare all of our own copy and write and edit a lot of our own material. You guys here are actually up against a lot more than we are because you don't have the same kind of equipment that we have at the station. Our stuff makes it a little bit easier. So your job is actually a lot tougher than ours is putting your newscast together.
How long does it take to, like, make the tapes of all the news?
Well, it takes, actually, they start very early in the morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and throughout the day, they're compiling all these stories. Much like you guys have gone out and done your stories, we're going out and doing our stories throughout the day as well. We have a producer who puts all that together. Rick and Lisa write a lot of the news. And so the whole process starts at about 8 in the morning for us and goes right through till 11:30 at night.
Do you guys, like, get startled and get nervous when there's, like, on-the-spot news that you have to go cover?
Well, it kind of gets you excited when you have on-the-spot news if something exciting is happening for news. If there's a fire or an accident, you always get a little bit more pumped up. If we have a big game, like a Penn State football game or something like that, I get a little bit more excited. But actually, when we sit in the studio, none of us get nervous anymore because we've been doing it for so long. It's just sort of like second nature to us.
Okay. Well, good luck at Channel 27.
Well, thanks. And I think that's about it for today's newscast. So I guess I get to sign off, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is Gregg Mace for Camp Shikellimy TV News. Thanks for watching, and these guys will see you tomorrow.